ambitious. Young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go tonight. 180.
You got nothing to do. You got nothing. Alert flare. Flare. Say.
12.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Watch twist.
Hey, shell.
Watch twist. He's checking.
They run. It's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Turbo,
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Super.
Check the backer.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We go. 20. Value 1.
Just like that. Check. Hot. Slam.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Ready?
51 to Mike.
Topper!
Begin.
Go!
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
61, match box, right.
Let's bring it. Jack.
Bam.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Yo. Shit.
Hey, orbit. Hey.
Hey, Mike 51. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Shelton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
I love it. I love it.
Get the edge.
Come.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Get there.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check the outs. Check the outs.
Maverick. Protein spill. Super.
Out of the gun. Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get the ball.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, box drop.
2nd and 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, New Orleans.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got that.
Back to throw. Shelton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's get there. Shit. Patch it. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Shelton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Shelton on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Throwing on first down. Shelton. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
On first down, Turner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Get it.
2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Shelton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw, Shelton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Lucky. Super. Back. Check your hot read. Blue draw Corkers.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Gall. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Switch it.
Obama.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 76. 76. Under 10. 10. Hey, kill.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, Super one.
Hey, switch.
Ric Flair. 76, tell him. 76.
Check 24.
Turbo, set.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Jet. Step.
2nd and 3. loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Set 30 base. Hey, exit.
A final shot before break. Shelton, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's checking smooth. Go. Hey, high 7. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Saints.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Shelton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Gone. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Goff on 3rd down. His throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check 52.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Shelton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, dude. Just 6-6. Bullet high.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. And that's caught by Smith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
To throw again, Shelton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit. 5.
From the gun, Shelton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Shelton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Ready? 50, plant. Christian, travel. Clear.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
Operating from the gun, Shelton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill.
47's the mic, boys, 47.
DC.
Silver.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 24.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cochran. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
47's the
Hey,
mic.
5. Hey, Delta.
47's the mic. 47's.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Now gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
47 Mike. 47 Mike.
2.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
From the gun, Shelton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
36, 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shelton. And a catch made by Hopkins. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 7.
Like 20.
Bring it. Check 3. Shift. 49, check 4.
Tiger.
Gurley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Left.
Mike's 47. 65. 47.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
47's the mic. 47's the
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
Hey,
line.
team 6. Team 6. Hey, Shell.
47. Go on. Come on, D.
Out of the gun. Gone. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run. This is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run it again with Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go now. 18 Gator. Go.
No, no, no. Off.
5.
Mike 51.
Yes.
Let him know.
Look at me. Zipper.
Boy, 51.
Yep.
Here we go. Go, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm going to come back to you.
Topper.
Jam.
Back to throw. Shelton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's go. Coming to you.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
61. Matchbox Lights.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
And they're